stuff with his wife. We're not just defining roles that a woman will just stay in the kitchen, the man will go out and work.
In marriage, it won't happen. Okay, it's the joint responsibility of husband and wife, and I mean, it is. They both can decide mutually.
I think our honorable court should know that the kind of the family which we are talking about are 2 IAS officers, and in that kind of a family there is always somebody who is cooking, cleaning, washing and doing other things, which is, you know, household support system that is available. Why it is that cooking by wife becomes an issue for divorce?
Yeah,
okay, fine, then all of us who are working women come home tired.
Is it more of an ego trip for the man that a woman should actually find his
enslaved?
I don't think
that kind of property, she must be enslaved. People like us or many such women who are working whole day come home tired and don't want to cook becomes a reason for divorce.
No, it's the women who looks at it because it's the husband's property. In any case, he is going to get it. It's only women who goes for 498 and other allegations like this to get a part of.
If a woman does not go for, if we're talking about a man, we're talking about a marriage that is perfect, all right? We're talking about a husband and wife are happy together. At some level, do you think a definition of what really a woman's role should be comes into the marriage? Does it creep in at some level?
Yes, you're right.
It does, right? So we're actually working according to stereotypes.
Right.
Now, this whole aspect of a patriarchal setup, it's obviously at some level, it's if a woman chooses to work and she doesn't get the time to do her household chores properly, then obviously fingers are raised at her for not being able to strike that right kind of balance.
You see, in the growing economy in modern society, this is what the women are suffering the most, because they are also working, they are also making income, and they also have a role to play in the office, in the workplace, and when they come home they are expected to deliver from morning tea to breakfast for children to lunch to dinner to, you know, so she must end up her life working 8 hours in the office and another 12 hours at home cooking, cleaning, washing, doing whatever she is in the stereotype image of a wife supposed to deliver. And where is this equality?
Like this, but
tell me, where is equality then? Where is equality?
So, okay, tell us about some positive relationship that you've heard about. You work with men, you work a lot with men.
You talked about equality. Equality is nowhere, not for men also. I told you.
Why would you say that? On what basis do you say that?
Because I've seen people, I mean the men suffering, the husband suffering.
In what way?
Now you have this Domestic Violence Act.
So that makes men suffer, does it?
Yes, it does. You say,
I think if you don't,
let him explain.
Listen to me. Is mental harassment cannot happen to a person, man?
Okay, even as it does.
And it is not there in the law. It is not in the law. Sexual harassment can't happen to a man. It can.
So no, but also on the other hand, we're talking about statistics that Ms. Kumari actually brought out. Yeah, okay.
No, I told you. If 7,000 that you have said.
Indian Family Health Survey has come with the finding that every third woman in a marriage is abused. And there is violence inflicted on every third woman in a marriage. Now, if this is a national survey which comes with this kind of information to you, what do you think? You think that women are really not, this whole marriage that we are talking about, in which you are talking about, equal relations, or men are also suffering. I think when you say every third, can you find about, give me some statistics, how many men are really suffering in their marriage, and how many men cannot walk out of this marriage?
Ranjana, but coming back to you, Mr. Singh, okay, we've argued very vehemently in favor of women, but at the same time, do you think the onus really, we've been talking so much about women's rights, it's all about women's liberation, women's empowerment. Do you think because of that men's rights somewhere have gotten neglected?
No, because men in India don't have any right.
Oh, men in India don't have any right. Why would you say that?
If we are talking about a marriage, where a husband cannot lodge any complaint against his wife. It is as simple as that. You just give me one provision in Indian law, in IPC, CRPC, is there any one single provision? Which, just give it to me. Just give it to me. Say yes or no.
You see, tell me one thing.
Is there any law?
Wait. There, of course, any kind of violence.
Specific section.
Let me come to that. I should be able to answer your question. That any kind of violence happens in a family. If it is happening, have you heard of a woman getting up and beating up her husband? We have counseling centers all over Delhi where family counseling cases are coming to us, where women are coming bleeding, beaten, black and blue by drunken husband. But I haven't heard of one single man coming to, because we cater to, see.
Okay.
There should not be injustice to anybody.
We'll just have to leave it here.
You do not.
Mr. Singh and Ms. Kumari, we'll just have to let go of it here. Statistics on both sides. Because what's really happened today is that we've got a judgment coming out of the Supreme Court today. today, ruling that given the fact if a woman does not inquire about her husband's health, this is of course a specific case that we're talking about, or the fact that she does not cook for him, well, that almost tantamounts to mental cruelty, and that becomes sufficient ground for to seek a divorce. Well, that brings us to the end of Marriage Uncooked. Thank you so much, Ranjana, for having joined us on the show. Also, thank you, Mr. Singh, for giving us your perspective on this entire issue. Thank you so much, everybody, for having tuned in.
लेकिन